Peace and blessings, family. This is Queen Oshun Shakur. This video is about religion, Christianity, spirituality, all of that good stuff. So what I want to say first is I was indoctrinated into the Christian faith at a very, very, very young age, and I've never known anything different. However, in that time, I never read the Bible. And I had been going to church since I was a kid. And that's what a lot of Christians don't do. They are in the Bible once, maybe twice a week, but they're not reading the Bible. So they don't know what the Bible really is. They're not tying the Bible to their history. A lot of people don't know that Egypt is in Africa. Some people want to, they want to break it off, create a little line and all of that. You too close to Africa for me. So for me, you in Africa. I don't care what nobody say. Egypt is in Africa and Egyptians was black. And that's what it is. The Bible is about us. You have common sense. But a lot of us don't. A lot of us blindly follow. And I was someone who blindly followed for a while, but I've always been seeking God myself. I had my ups and downs as a youth, as a teenager, as we all do. And in diligently seeking God, I was able to find the truth. I studied with the Jehovah's Witnesses for a while, and they came close. They did come close until I had an experience with them. I heard them praying at the service one day, and they were saying that they give thanks to the faithful and discreet slave, by which they received their messages and they could get to Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ go. And it was crazy. So I had to do my little research because I'm like, who is this slave that they're talking about? They're calling Jesus a slave. Well, maybe they are calling Jesus a slave because maybe Jesus did his things for God like he was a slave. That's what they're talking about, right? So I seen this video from people. I seen a few videos from people who were Jehovah's Witnesses, and they were explaining how they were talking about there's a hierarchy, and the hierarchy is the congregation goes through the elders, the governing goes to the governing body goes to Jesus, and Jesus goes to God, and there's only the 144,000 that's going to get to heaven, and the only people that are going to heaven are like the 144,000 that the Jehovah's Witnesses chose, which I believe included the elders and stuff. And I'm like, and they have this memorial service where I believe, I didn't go to the memorial service, but they supposedly do these things, and only the elders or a select few get the cracker and the blood of Jesus and all that good stuff. So I'm like, first and foremost, I don't need no group of men to get me to God. I could get myself to God. Like, excuse you? But at this time I was, still believing in Jesus. So I'm like, well, I could go to Jesus myself. Me and Jesus, cool. I gotta pray to these 7 old men, these 6 old Caucasian men and one black man to send my message to Jesus, and then Jesus gonna get my prayer request to God. You sound really crazy to me. Really, really crazy. So I'm like, do they think I'm a fool? Do they think all these people is fools? Because we don't need that to get to God. And then there was another situation where the sister asked me a question, and she was telling me, she was like, if I walked outside and I got hit by a bus and I lived, was it God who gave me the strength to live? And then she asked me the same question, but she was like, if you and I both got hit by a bus and one of us lived and one of us died, would it be God? And my answer to both was yes. God is the one who gave us strength to get through whatever situation, but God didn't cause us to die. So she was like, well, wouldn't that be fair? Wouldn't that be unfair if I lived and you died, or you lived and I died? And I'm like, well, who am I to say what reason God chose to take one of our lives? I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know your past. I don't know if it's your time. That's not my place. I just thank God for allowing me to be here still, and for giving me the strength to make it through. So she was like, well, God doesn't operate in such a way because that's not fair. And I'm like, I know what I done been through. And you telling me that it wasn't God who got me through those things? You must be crazy. So I was pretty much done with it by that time. But also by that time, I had pretty much read the whole Bible, and I had my own understanding. And I was just like, with the Bible, there has to be something else. If Bible means basic instruction before leaving Earth, basic, number one, manual, meaning guide, your instruction manual on leaving Earth, or what to do before leaving Earth, then there's something next. Where's book number 2? So then I went to the Torah and the Sumerian tablets and all of those little things. And I'm like, well, all of these books pretty much are about us and what we've been through in our history. And it got me to thinking. So I started looking up more things from Black history and more things and more things. And I got to the point where it's like, well, hold the phone. Religion is evil. Because, religion is really just meant to separate. Religion will draw you away from your family. Religion will have you drawing away from your friends. Religion will have you becoming a closed mind thinker. Religion will have you being docile and not taking up for yourself. Religion will have you basically being a yes man because of, the pastor said this, or my clergy, my bishop, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm not supposed to be doing that. And I just say that, well, the Bible, again, does have some good points, some very good points. But you can't take all of that stuff seriously, because why would your oppressor rewrite your knowledge, translate it, give it back, make you stop speaking your own language, and give you something to help you, something to empower you? Yeah, some things in the Bible are true. Yes, some things in the Bible are false. But at the same time, you have to be able to discern. You have to ask the Most High, what is really to this, and to lead you or to guide you. And if you feel as though you don't know who God truly is, then tell God that, and ask for forgiveness, because you only know what you've been taught. Me saying the same thing has gotten me to where I am now, and I'm extremely happy and peaceful, vibing off the energies of the universe and Mother Earth, sticking my feet in the dirt. Yes, that's where I'm at with it. But a lot of Christians don't read the Bible. A lot of Christians don't understand the Bible. A lot of Christians are afraid to ask for help. A lot of the pastors who do know these things don't want to help because they are completely indoctrinated and, confused within themselves, and probably can't even look themselves in the mirror, because they know the type of things that they've done, and what they're constantly doing to the people. Like in Inglewood, where I will be having my events at pretty soon. And yes, I am having my event at a church, but again, it's not like it's going to be no ridiculous mega church, or that the pastor is one of these corrupt pastors, because she's not, But there are corrupt pastors. They are people in these super huge mega churches that's making millions and billions of dollars every year, that's not doing anything to help back any community, whether it be a white pastor or black pastor, because all black people not good, all white people not good, and there's bad in some everywhere. We all have a higher and lower self. But a lot of these pastors, they're completely wrong on what they're doing. And until they start doing better for the community, because the community is who pays them. But, they not, they just give you your random message, sing you a nice little song, and you out. That's not right. But that's what they do. That's what we allow. If you think about it, every Sunday, anywhere between 50 and 1,000 people could go to any given church. Out of them 50 to 1,000 people every Sunday, and some on Wednesday, they giving between $100 and $100 every week. Add that up. Sit on that for a little while. I understand, churches have bills and all of that, light bill, blah, blah, blah. But you're a non-for-profit. You're a non-for-profit corporation. And you're not giving back to the community. You're not paying taxes. I was in Inglewood, and there's like so many big, beautiful churches, but so many vacant land and boarded up homes and everything. That doesn't make sense to me. So where are the people? Like Inglewood, and I'm doing my thing in Inglewood because that's where I feel like I'm needed at. But you know, if you're using religion to keep the people down, I'm against you. Point blank, period. But if you're using the Bible and, religion to bring people up, then I'm with you. I'm with you because I understand the hidden messages in the Bible. I understand how to speak Bible and get people on your accord. I understand that. So if you're doing that to uplift and build up the community, then I'm with you. But if you're using that same knowledge to keep our people docile and depressed and depending on the masters, then fuck you. I'm gonna tell the people like, yo, Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes, and all these mega churches and them, F them. For real. F them. Because it's time for us to do for us and get away from these corrupt religions. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with churches. I'm not going to down nobody's religion or nothing like that. My problem is when you're making all this money and you're not giving back to the community. Church is a big business. And a lot of these churches are not giving back. And it's wrong to not give back the people who paying you. And the people are poor. You're coming up on poor people. That's horrible. Who does that? Well, I forgot we're in America. America does. Yeah.